Too damn beautiful.
It's too damn beautiful. You know what's funny? I had a class at Estrella, and all these girls were like, "Oh my gosh, he's your friend, right?" I showed them another picture of him, and they're like, "He's not that cute." I was like, "Damn."
Really?
Yeah, because apparently he has an old guy look. He has a more matured look. Some of these girls like baby faces or whatever. I'm like, so I'm in, right? That's when I was shaving. I was like, I swear to God, I can't grow a beard, girl. Come on, don't you want to get with me now? Didn't work.
We got to change the name of the stream.
That's what I was just getting to.
I'm going on a different thing, so I can't change it.
Do you like my my name for this stream for Van Helsing?
No, I don't see it.
I called it. Look it. See if you can find it on previous broadcasts or something. God, that's just
Gauntlet.
No, before.
The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing.
No, I titled it something.
You titled it Indiscriminate. No, you didn't title it anything.
That was you.
No, you didn't title it anything.
You got to be shitting on my dick sticks.
Yeah.
No, go down even more.
What, into the Halo 5 multiplayer?
Shit. I called it the Adventures of Van Who the Hell Cares. I was literally fucking hating playing that game
I
to get
bet.
footage.
It looked pretty bad.
It was fucking terrible because I was playing as the arc dude who has like the giant gun.
Yeah.
You can't fucking take hits. He's a little bitch. So mad, man. So mad. So mad. So mad. So mad. Get it? Like so good. What's up with the Nazis, yo?
Ah,
The man in the high castle. What's up? What the fuck?
I don't know how to say that name.
What is it?
Samus Sahel 1292.
Who?
Samarizio?
Don't tease me.
Well, hello. Dead-Eye Dick?
Did
Whoa.
That's Sean.
Oh, that's Jonathan. Yeah. Is this the itch? Is this the itch? Hey, Sean, you better be here next week. You better be here next week, too.
Oh, that's the other thing. New job. I have rotating Saturdays, so every third Saturday I won't be here. Nope.
But you'll be here next week.
Yeah, I should be. I don't think I'll actually start Saturday rotation until like
Hey, Justin, could you hold this
late
just like
January.
this? Thank you.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Better just deal.
Oh, it's Daniel. You know.
Oh, I left this hair gel in my car. It's like frozen. Like,
Hello from Cyberspace.
Osh's Daniel is our Canadian friend. Comes up from the north.
What are you talking about? I thought he's from Germany.
No, he's from Canada.
He's from Germany.
No, he's from Canada.
He's from Russia. He's from Pakistan. Get it right.
It's from a magical place.
Oh my God, look at this guy. Welcome to the show. I'm sorry you have to see this. My name's Spencer.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
He's orgasming, apparently.
Wow.
You'll learn what that sounds like someday.
He's got a little gremlin rubbing him off, and he's like, "Yeah, that's it. That's the spot."
That's where Sean went.
Okay, didn't say anything. I almost spit up on this stuff too.
Yeah, let's not do that.
That's not.
It took me a little while to figure out what was wrong with it.
What was it?
Just the cable.
Oh, it was literally just the cable.
Yeah, as soon as we replaced the cable, it started working.
Oh.
So that we have to be careful when we store the cables to make sure we're not bending them. Otherwise, we'll have to continuously
Spencer.
replace them.
I'm Spencer.
You're conceited. This is it.
I'm Eric.
And Eric lost his hair in a tragic hair losing accident.
Yeah, I paid $10 to Activision to change my appearance.
Oh wow. Okay. I got nothing.
Getting into that, Destiny.
All Destiny. Is that what you want to start with that?
Yeah.
You want to start with that?
That was a joke, but sure.
This guy says joke.
Well, what
I
game-
say
what games-
illusion.
What games are you guys playing?
I'm playing the Street Fighter V beta.
Oh,
Killing it.
that's a game?
That's a game. I've been playing. I obviously been playing Tomb Raider. I haven't beat it. I'm pretty much at the end, as far as I know. And a little bit of Final Fantasy. They released the Anima Quest, which is like upgrading a weapon. It's gonna take like 30 years. I'm like, okay, better just get started So there's that. And then I am playing a little bit of Fallout. I'm doing the full melee build. And it's pretty fucking fun.
Excellent.
What are you playing?
I'm playing Xenoblade Chronicles X. Game's pretty good. It lacks a certain punch that makes me want to keep playing, but
Doesn't have that retention.
it does. It is addictive in its own right as an MMO style game.
It doesn't keep you, but
But
it's addictive.
Like it's not like a strong story that is like driving me that much.
Oh, you're a story guy. That's right.
But as far as the actual MMO stuff goes, it's pretty good. It's really deep, that's for sure.
Huh.
So it's been kind of fun, but I haven't really played it the last couple days. I've just been working so hard and a little too tired.
Well, Dead-Eye Dick disagrees with you.
That I Dick only plays one game a year, so I'm not really that.
Wow. Okay. Well,
worried
shots
about that.
fired, right? Probably in his dead eye. Eric, what are you playing?
Nothing.
That's good. So anyway, back to the show.
Oh, you know what I did play is Pokemon Picross.
Oh God.
Anybody play Pokemon Picross?
Why you gotta say it like that? You have to say like the full name. You guys play Pokemon Picross. You play Pokemon Picross. You back in there, Pokemon Picross?
It's delightful.
It's
But
delightful.
it's also definitely a money thing, which I'm not going to spend any money on
money
it.
grabbing thing.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because they also make the puzzles like impossible to solve unless you have money or unless you have the Pokemon to go with it, which is weird. But so it's a little bit poorly designed on that aspect. But either way, it's a fun game. I love Picross games. So
Picross games love you. So yeah, let's get into the news. What are you doing with the shirts?
I'm just checking out here, showing our shop over here at Spreadshirt.com.
Have you no shame?
Nope.
So first order of business. Let's just start with Kojima. Actually, Kojima.
Oh, by the way, if you have any Q&A ideas, throw them out there.
Yeah.
We want 'em.
Let us know. We will talk about them. A lot of shit's been happening. Just don't ask us PlayStation or Xbox because we answer that every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, that seems to be the only question that we get.
So anyway, Kojima. Good old Kojima-san recently announced that he's actually creating a new company called Kojima Studios, I think it is.
Okay.
Not Productions. They got to switch it up. a
Brand
little bit.
recognition right
Brand
there.
recognition.
Smart.
And he's working with Sony to develop a new game. And Sony's like, I don't know if you didn't see the interview. He's like super fucking happy. He's like, we're happy to have you on board, Kojima. And then all you see is just cash in his eyes, just coming out because they're fucking excited. I'm excited too. I'm excited just for the sake of Kojima. But they're apparently developing a PS4 exclusive game that's coming to PC sometime in the future that deals with mechs. I don't know if you saw the logo for Kojima Studios. It looks like you saw Saw, right? So the
No.
reverse bear trap thing. You never even. God, man.
I don't watch anything with gore.
You don't watch anything.
It's true.
Period. We're done.
I saw Star Wars. So my biggest plot twist thing that I didn't like was I'm just kidding.
And I know you're kidding because we would lose our fan base. Everyone would hate us, and I would hate you. You're so masterful at asking those questions.
Yeah.
But anyway, I actually might get a hat like that. That looks pretty nice.
You should get a hat like that.
I'm too broke though. Christmas shopping. Anyway, so yeah, Kojima is like super like freaking excited too, and I'm betting a lot of the people that worked with him on Metal Gear Solid are moving over to his studio, which is good for him. Moving on to Konami. Konami has released a statement talking about how they make the best games around, and released a what is it? Like a job listing for a new Metal Gear, and they're asking for motivated, inspired individuals.
That's you. You could make the next Metal Gear.
But I don't know Japanese. I probably could make the next Metal Gear, but it'd probably be based off of Kojima's shit for sure.
Kojima
I
would
would
love
have the
this.
same taste as Kojima. I'd be like, hey, I would put her there too, or I would do that thing too.
Take your clothes off.
Take your clothes off, but it's part of the story. Listen. So they're looking for new Metal Gear talent. I'm sure they're gonna find some. I'm sure there's like this industry is so big. There's plenty of smart people that can handle an IP like that. If anything, it'll be the one saving grace of Konami's decision to essentially destroy half their IPs. So yeah, Kojima is definitely exploring a new franchise.
Well, we don't know that for sure. Just he's doing mech stuff.
New franchise.
It has to be. He says it's a new
He
franchise.
can't use his old stuff. They're
It's
owned by Konami. It has to be a new franchise.
Do they own? What's it called?
Police Knots? Yeah.
No, what about the other one?
Zone of the Enders?
Yeah.
Yes.
Still?
They own everything.
They still own Zone
They
of the Enders?
made it. They own
Oh, I
it.
thought it was its own thing, and then they made the Konami just had the rights to the story or something like that.
Let's check. Actually, can you do it on yours? This thing takes fucking forever.
Yeah.
Whatever. We'll look it up. Oh, speaking of Tekken, pretty hype. This kind of came out last week, I think, so I didn't get to talk about it too much. They released a trailer, right? Harada, who's the essentially like battle coordinator and kind of community manager of Tekken, of Namco Bandai's Tekken, released a trailer. And it's like, I need you to stand up and, to
Eric?
defend me if I can't. What are you doing?
What?
Put it on the dick.
I am.
Oh, nice. So it wraps around the left leg. I gotcha.
That's where I put it.
All right. Okay. So, you're like, oh, shit, what is it? And it's Akuma from Street Fighter.
Okay.
Going
Yeah,
to Tekken
right,
7.
Right. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and he looks fucking awesome. And the first thing I thought was, hey, wait, I think we talked about this last week. But maybe not. I don't know. 'Cause I don't feel as hyped enough. I watched the trailer again a couple times.
You
after.
got more hype.
I got even more hyped because he has a lot of the same moves that are in
Mad
Street Fighter.
hype.
And this is still the Tekken Cross Street Fighter crossover is still happening.
Yeah.
Street Fighter Cross Tekken already came out, and it was more about Street Fighter. Now Tekken Cross Street Fighter is coming out, and it's gonna be more about Tekken. So they're trying to balance having like fireballs in the game and like hurricane kicks and all that stuff. So and jumping is a thing. So, but yeah, it's cool. I'm excited. It looks pretty hype. Yeah. Tell us about your boys at Riot, man.
Right. I think we're gonna do news stories after this, but
Never mind, you don't have to hit it.
in a brief idea, Riot was officially 100% bought out by Tencent yesterday.
What do they do?
They're a publisher of video games out in China.
Do they have any big name titles under their belt?
Smite, I think, is their most popular. They didn't have King of Fighters. They had they had like an offshoot or something that was like supposed to be like King of Fighters, but it wasn't King of Fighters. It was something.
Queen of Fighters. Stuff.
It was like King of
Queens.
Combat or something like that. It's weird, but yeah, Tencent officially owns it, which is, they don't need to own anything else because Riot makes a shit ton of money. I think they made $1.7 billion last year.
Off of microtransactions?
Yeah, purely micro. The game's free.
Skins!
Yeah.
Skins!
And Champions.
And Champions.
But yeah, the game's free to play.
And then
so-
I'm sure a lot of it is like, hey, endorsements. Like, hey, fucking.
sure.
We want to, we want to advertise your game.
But yeah, their
On
game
ESPN.
their game made $1.7 billion last year, which is
Good for Riot.
That's awesome. It's crazy.
Couldn't buy their way out of this, though. Good for Riot.
No, I mean I'm sure there's just more.
They
money.
probably don't care.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, they own them. Hopefully that doesn't make any changes. Obviously, the market for free to play is so difficult, and you have to walk a very fine line in how you charge people and what you do. So hopefully they're smart and just won't do anything. They already own 90% of it. They just bought the remaining 10%.
yeah,
So you got to think that how they've been going is kind of how they wanted them to do it anyway.
you're just going to keep going. Yeah.
But hopefully they don't try to go greedy and do something weird because it could easily just destroy the game.
Go Grady.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that is the thing because if they decide, hey, you know what, screw it. This is going to be a pay-to-play game.
Right.
Shit
If they
would
make
just
it pay to
fall off.
win, it's over.
Well, no, pay-to-play. Pay-to-win, absolutely. The game would be done.
It won't be pay to play.
Imagine if it switched in an alternate universe, if it ever went that way. What do you think would happen in the community?
It
You
would
think
die.
they'd still pay? People probably pay for a month or two. And then
Oh, like
just-
pay monthly?
Yeah,
Nah, it wouldn't last.
yeah, probably a month or something. And
The
everyone's
beauty
like,
of the
"Fuck
game
it."
is that anybody can just jump on even if they haven't been playing.
Or even if
So
they're-
so it's just like if they made it pay to play, it'd be fucking annoying.
wow, Daniel, don't, no, don't, don't. We're better than this. We're gonna get kicked off of Twitch.
What do you mean? We're just showing stuff about Dead or Alive 3 Extreme.
Yeah, sure we are. You know, he types in video game boobs. Like 20 of those images are dead or alive. Like, I'm dead serious.
That's good.
It's nuts. The fuck is going on with this?
Yeah, we're all just now just staring like, oh.
Anyway,
Yeah.
whoa, Mikula.
I don't think it would do very well. The part of the big draw that gets people in is that it's free, and they're like, oh, so it's not really any money commitment. It's just time and learning.
Yeah, you
commitment.
say there's no commitment. Well, though there's that commitment, but you say there's no money commitment. But
There isn't.
how much money have you spent?
A lot.
A shit ton.
But I like the skins, especially when they take character. I'm gonna
it's
play
like
a lot.
it's like being in an open relationship with the girl. She's like, you don't have to fuck me today. You can fuck Jessica today. And it's like, okay, but you're still gonna fuck that girl.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, no,
But
but
that's the thing, you know. You play that kind of game, and you play it enough that it's just like, oh, it's just Daniel. You Canadians are misled. That's all I can say about that.
Man, I've got people that are okay with me. I'm just gonna put it like
But
that.
but yeah,
Eric,
they
What?
please.
What?
Moderator's gonna come on and be like, hey,
yeah,
you can't do that.
moderator doesn't like that. Oh my goodness, though.
I think that's
She's
5.
got tiny nipples.
That is 5. Yeah.
It works.
Dragon's Crown.
But yeah, I mean it's a tough thing, but you know, with the money involved, I think it's worth it if you spend like 100 hours playing a game and it's like we got a skin for like $5 or something. It's like, okay, you know what? I've played enough of this game. I think I can support them a little bit.
I will take it.
Yeah.
The Ivy Boob evolution chart. I have seen it. She literally goes from being like a C to like G cup or something.
Good.
It's pretty bad. Like, how could she be a fighter?
That's how it should go.
It's Caliber with a U. God. Anyway.
Oh, now you're looking at real news? Look at you go.
Look at you.
Producer Eric.
So yeah.
Put in overtime. So I saw Star Wars.
Great.
That's fine.
I saw it on Thursday night. I thought it was
I
going to
saw
be...
your post on Facebook.
Yeah.
You're like, no one goes to see a movie in my area. And I was like, okay.
Right. So I'm a little bit on Surprise, which is... It's
Don't tell people
just
you live.
outside of Phoenix.
Oh wow.
And-
Just go north. Just drive. Just keep
Yeah,
driving,
just
and
keep
then you're
going.
gonna make a left here.
And I was just like... I was kind of by myself, and I was driving home from work, and I go, I'll get something to eat, I guess, but I wonder if, like... Because I didn't reserve any tickets or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't put anything on reserve, and I was like, I wonder if I could just walk into the theater and get a ticket. Like, I wonder if anybody would stop me. They'd say, no, you can't do that, stranger, or something like that. And so I did. I walked.
Do you know?
I walked in and I was just like, I talked to the lady, a little overweight, but I talked to her and she goes, and I go, hey, you got any tickets for Star Wars? You all sold out? And she goes, we're all sold out. And I go, oh, and she goes, just kidding. We have tickets for everything. Literally, every showing had plenty of tickets.
So did you
besides
see
the
it like
IMAX.
Besides the IMAX.
Yeah.
I heard some people said it's better to see it in IMAX. There's a difference in the sound. Whatever.
I'm sure it's bigger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Go see it in full 3D too.
The way I've always said it was the way I always said it was, it's if I can't see it on any screen, then it's not a good movie. I don't like going to the movies in general. So this is the
You don't like watching movies.
I don't like watching movies at all, frankly. But
Which is why I don't care about your opinion.
I'm very critical about them.
Yeah, but you can be critical about something, but not know about the subject matter of it that well.
Oh yeah, I don't know Star Wars at all.
No, I meant movies.
You little shit. But I went.
Come at
to-
me, bro. I'm right here.
I've only seen 2 movies in the theaters this year. It was Episode 7 and that Avengers 2.
And then before that, I saw Star Wars Episode 1.
Yeah, I saw Frozen a while ago.
Oh my God.
I recall seeing
Let It
that.
Go has been a big deal for a while.
Yeah. But yeah, I saw it there completely by myself. That's true. And being in the theater, like, it reminds me of why I don't see these movies because I'm such a hateful human being. And it's not. I'm not gonna say I'm antisocial because I'm not. I'm not an antisocial person. I have no problem going to places with people in it.
We went to a bar. He didn't talk to nobody.
But I went in there and I was sitting down and seeing all the previews to movies.
It's like 8 previews.
And it was like 8 previews just back to back. It was painful for me because they're commercials to me. I don't care what some people say they love watching trailers. I hate it.
I like watching
You're just wasting
good
my time.
trailers.
So I'm watching it, and there's this movie for a zoo Pixar movie or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And it's like literally a 5-minute trailer where they're talking to a sloth.
It's the sloth scene.
yeah.
I know what you're saying.
and I'm just staring at it like trying to shovel down the worst pizza I've ever eaten because I was starving. I
How
was
did you get a pizza
I was starving.
from a movie theater?
I was
It's not
I was
their
like
fault.
I have to eat something.
Oh,
And I can't stop anywhere because the movie's starting. So I just
Instead of popcorn, you chose pizza.
popcorn will make you hungrier.
Instead of really
Yeah, it'll make it worse.
not me.
hot dogs, nachos.
They didn't have any hot dogs. They did have nachos, but
You chose pizza.
I chose pizza, and it was a big mistake. It was terrible.
She got mozzarella
Alright.
sticks, man.
But I'm eating the pizza, shoveling
God.
it down, and I'm just
Mozzarella
watching
sticks.
this trailer for this Sloth Zoo movie, and it's just the most painful thing in the world. And I look to my left and right, and there's guys there. They gotta be my age, or at least a little bit younger or something.
No one's 35, man.
Yeah, fuck off. And they gotta be about my age. And this guy next to me, and this is why I just don't get it. But he's next to me and he's just like, "This looks like the best movie ever." And I'm just eating my pizza like, what?
What is it called?
Okay.
It's like the zoo movie. Yeah, just
Sure,
look it up.
do Zoom movie or something. But I'm watching it and it's like, what the hell are you talking about? This looks great. This looks horrible. Why would you ever watch anything like this? And it just kind of kept going where there'd be
That's
new
it.
movies coming out.
It's like 3D. It's like Pixar or something.
They showed a movie about Egyptian mythology. It's called like Egyptian gods, or it's like the stupidest
Oh,
name.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I've seen the preview.
And
for that.
there's previews of that, and the CGI looked horrible, and everything just looked miserable. And then the guys are just like, "Oh man, did you see that dragon?" And it's like,
Dude, they're probably like high or something.
like, is that really what we
Or they
care
probably
about?
got drunk and they're like, "Hey, I'm about to kill it." Egyptian gods. Yeah, there you go.
Egyptian gods. That's the name of the movie.
And then you have Gerald Butler
Gerard-
literally playing freaking Leonidas
yeah, just
again.
I thought it was a sequel to that movie.
I did too.
And it's just
I was like, he's a deity now. Okay.
like these movies look so bad, like unbelievably bad.
in
Wait, isn't this guy in that?
yeah, that guy's in there too.
Doesn't it? What did he play?
Movies.
He looks like the Highlander dude, or not Highlander.
Hey, Brown Toilet Water. That's an awesome name.
That is terrible.
Oh, brown toilet water.
Anyway, the thing, the saving grace of that zoo thing was the first time I saw it. It was creative. I'll give it that. And then because I go to movie theaters,
Oh, okay.
and I've seen like 4 movies with that exact trailer, and it's so redundant at this point. It's like a song on like Top 40 that keeps playing all the time. Like every time everyone heard Adele's "Hello," they're like, "What the fuck?"
I actually have a funny story about that song. But go on.
All right, so yeah, something like that. But the Egyptian gods thing did not look interesting.
But there was that.
It's okay to go by yourself to movies.
And
There's
then
a-
there was what do you call it?
I'm not going to be seen in public with him.
God damn, it's mean.
And there's another movie.
Oh, he gets an ouch, but you tell me to fuck off.
Yeah,
okay,
fuck off,
That's
Justin.
mean.
There was an
'Cause I'm
animal.
black,
There's another
folks.
animal movie about when the adults or when animal owners leave the house, and then the animals get to do whatever they want.
So Toy Story.
Yeah, it's Toy Story but with animals. And what was it? It was like a cat that was eating a turkey or something like that.
I've seen what you're talking about. Yeah.
And I'm just looking at this like, is this what people fucking watch? Like, I get that there's kids there, but there were not that many kids. This was at 8.
Keep this in mind, folks. What 2 weeks ago reviewed Yokai Watch.
This was at 9:30 at night,
okay, whatever.
and the people were eating it up.
it's
in
a
here.
Disney movie.
Okay, I think more so what you're getting at is that for Star Wars, you're seeing Pixar kids movies constantly advertised in this. thing.
It's Disney.
And then they did do what I think
But
they
it's
did
Star
Captain
Wars.
America, but I ran to the bathroom during that trailer. But apparently it's supposed to be sad that he dies. Spoiler alert! Ah! Anyway,
You said Captain America?
yeah,
Captain America's not gonna die.
the winter, or whatever, the Civil War. Yeah, he
Yeah.
dies.
Well, yeah, in the comics,
He's gonna die in this.
I don't think he's gonna
Yeah,
die.
he is.
No.
I guarantee it.
No.
I guarantee
I don't
it.
think he's gonna die. You know why? His contract. That's why he's not gonna die.
No, who's gonna come back? Just like they do in all comic books.
Well, yeah, sure, but they have to make it believable. So
Yeah.
he wouldn't die. Probably gets injured. Probably not dead.
They'll probably he'll be like bleeding out, and then they'll cut the scene.
Right. You
Then
never
they'll go,
actually see him die.
Avengers,
Okay.
Part 1.
He'll fall down a shaft, and you'll assume that he died because who could survive a fall like that?
Guess what? They're gonna get the Dragon Ball Zooms coming right back. So I don't want to hear it. They're just gonna be like, "Hey, Yamcha, bring him
They'll gather the Infinity Stones.
the
and
Infinity
revive 'em.
Stones, summon the Eternal Galactus."
Yeah, but it just reminded me of how far out of touch I am with doing that stuff.
with life.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we have a video game show instead
Exactly.
of a movie show.
Yeah, I can do video games. Movies is not my thing. But I did do a review of the movie. I think personally I can adequately review movies because I'm so critical of them. But don't actually watch a movie with me because I'll probably be groaning the whole time. Or fall asleep. I have fallen asleep through many
We've
movies.
never seen a movie together, have we?
No.
Oh, I remember.
I keep asking you to take me out and you never do.
I'm sorry.
I wear these slutty shirts for you.
I get all the. Yeah, hey,
You're
those
not taking me
V-necks.
out.
Those
Yeah.
V-necks get me. I'll tell you that.
I put my hair just hanging out of the front.
Just barely, like
Just
it's
like
a claw.
Yeah, like a claw, like Godzilla's claw coming
Yeah,
out.
just
of
rare.
it. You don't do
I
anything.
do want to see the Room again. I'd take you to see a theatrical re-release
I would
of
watch
the
a
Room.
theatrical release of the Room.
Yeah, tell her
Eric
that.
saw a movie that's somewhat called has the Room in the name. We don't know exactly what the name of the movie was.
Oh, Room. It's called
but-
Room.
Room, just Room.
It's just Room.
Yeah, Room. I had the choice to see that or Trumbo.
Yeah, this morning we were talking about it because he goes, I saw a movie last night. It was The Room. And I was like, oh, did you love it? And he was like, no, I hated it. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, that's a raw. And keep in
mean
mind, we're talking
Room?
about two different
It's
movies.
a great movie.
Fuck no.
Keep
Fuck
in mind,
yes.
keep in mind, we're talking about two different movies here. But
Yeah,
but
you're talking
he's-
about The Room.
Yeah, I'm
He's
talking about The Room.
Room.
He's talking about The Room. And he's like, I hate it. I was like, well, I guess that's kind of a logical response. But
That's why Tommy Wiseau
Yeah,
was
yeah.
up there. I was like, what the fuck are they looking at The Room for?
I was like, yeah, did you? I mean, he's
You're
like, yeah.
tearing me apart.
He's like, I
Lisa."
absolutely hated it. And I'm like, well, I mean, it makes sense. It's considered one of the worst movies ever made.
Oh,
and he's
man.
like, yeah, I can feel that. I'm like, and again, we're talking about completely different movies. But we went on for a good, like, 5 minutes.
It's like the
before either of us-
sitcom.
Yeah.
Freaking
Yeah,
I
or
get
either of
it.
us realized we were talking about two different movies. But
Yeah, I watched it last night with my family. We're sitting there watching it, and we paused the movie. And mind you, my
You
dad and I.
paused it. It's in theaters.
Shut up.
Oh.
Uh,
well, you could have just get the fuck out. We kept talking.
so we're
they
watching
own the theater.
Yeah, we own the theater.
Pause, please.
Pause, please.
I need to refill my champagne.
So
Clink, clink.
we're watching the movie, and my mom's like, "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom." So she hit pause, and my dad and I both just were like, "Ah," because we saw that it was only 57 minutes in, and we're like, "What? There's another fucking hour of this movie." It was so.
What does
bad.
Rotten Tomatoes give that movie?
It's
Rotten
got like
Tomatoes.
Academy Awards, like
It's at
nominations and
8.3
stuff.
out of 10. I don't understand. It was so depressing. Like
Well, it's just different strokes. It's supposed to be depressed. It's based off some novel.
97 off tomato whatever.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
So you should be glad that I'm reviewing movies, not Eric. Apparently he can't take room.
Well, well, they gave Star Wars a pretty high one too, didn't they?
Yeah, you know what's funny about this? I mean, if you saw anything about my review, it's that I didn't think it was that good. That's all I'll say about it. I'm not going to ruin anything for it. But I want to see what I want to hold all these people that say it's great accountable for it in a couple months. I want to round up all these people and say, by the way, you said this was the best Star Wars you've seen in years. Can you still admit to that?
Well, that'd probably be true.
Best Star Wars you've seen in years?
No,
in years?
I think episode 1 was better. And episode
About trade
episode-
federations. and
episode 1 was
treaties?
better and episode 3 was better. I don't know about episode 2. I really, really hate that movie. But
I don't really like 3 that much. I was looking
Honestly,
at the
three
CinemaSins
is
for it
better
again.
than this.
1 through 3, I haven't watched those since they released. I watched them once
Yeah.
when they were in theater. And now I just watched the edited version
Yeah,
of that
that-
guy on YouTube.
Didn't Topher Grace make that?
I have no idea who made it, but he condensed all 3 of those movies into one movie. It's an hour and 45 minutes, and I think that is fantastic.
Yeah.
I think that is well done because it cuts the entire first movie except for the Darth Maul fight scene.
What about the pod race?
Cuts all that out.
Pod race is fantastic.
Pod race was pretty cool.
Yeah, he
It
cuts
got-
all that stuff out.
It was nice for the suspense and it was
No,
tense.
what pod race had was world building. That was what it did.
Okay.
And I love that in Star
Yeah, it was
Wars.
world building that was discarded, literally, because it only talked about pod racing in one area. I mean, granted, if you get the pod racing game, then you have it on all these different planets. But as far as you know, just playing or just watching the movie, it only exists on Tatooine.
That's okay. Maybe it does only exist on Tatooine. I don't know about the
No!
game. I know how the game did it everywhere, but that's because they had to make a game out of
KOTOR,
it.
KOTOR, you have the racing in all these different planets. That's what I wanted.
No, I was
So-
totally into that. I thought it was fantastic.
In preparation for watching this movie, over the last month, I've watched the edited version from that guy on YouTube
Yeah.
of 1 through 3, and I watched 4, 5, and or what is that?
4,
5,
5,
and
6.
4, 5, and 6. I watched
Fantastic movies.
4, 5, and 6. And I will say, if you watch them as like a new movie. Like it's if you watch them today as your first movie ever, I don't think you'll like them. They're
No? Not even five?
So you take the lenses of a current generation person, like with what they're used to in movies.
Who has no taste in movies? Yeah.
You look at the acting, and
Acting's pretty bad.
the acting is pretty bad.
What?
In 4, 5,
five?
and 6, yeah.
No,
the
you're
acting is
crazy.
pretty bad.
In 5, it's brilliant.
They're not.
Okay, well, take your nostalgia off and actually look at some of the acting. Not all the actors. I think Harrison Ford does a great job, and C-3PO is great.
I love C-3PO. He's probably my favorite.
Yoda
character.
is a little off. Like he doesn't seem right.
It's animatronics, man.
Yeah, like,
What do you expect? Expect what do you?
yeah. Yoda doesn't seem right. Darth Vader's fine. The Emperor's fine. But then you get like Luke. Sometimes he's good, sometimes he's not. It's kind of up and down.
Chewbacca is well acted. Thank you.
Right? Those grunts require a lot of energy, and it's trying to get the point across.
Yeah, I mean, but then you like look at the supporting cast and the whole thing. Like, what's the red leader? Not red leader, gold leader, and like
Oh yeah,
all,
those pilots are
all
terrible.
those like all those guys, all the supporting cast. General Akbar, he fits his alien role well.
General Akbar.
Is it General?
Come on, man, Admiral Akbar.
Admiral Akbar. Yeah, sorry.
It's like, come on, you beginner.
You
Anyway,
probably don't even know what TIE stands for.
Yeah, I mean, like
You
if
got
you
me.
Loser.
if you look at them now with like the expectations that we hold actors to, I mean, it's just like athletes. You look at athletes from back in the day; they were great for their time. But if you compare them to current athletes,
I think Babe Ruth is pretty
I
good.
don't know because I saw what's it called, Blade
Michael
Runner.
Jordan?
I saw Blade Runner pretty much for the first time a couple years ago.
I thought it was a couple
And
weeks ago.
No, I rewatched it a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
I'd seen it a couple years ago, and I absolutely loved it.
Tears
And
the
that is an old ass movie.
I think with the direction.
I think people have short attention spans these days.
See, I disagree because I loved Room, and I love Trumbo. I wish you guys would see Trumbo.
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Is that Dumbo's
No, it's based off
elephant cousin?
the
Trumbo?
screenwriter who gets blacklisted
Okay.
and still starts churning out good movies and stuff like that. Apparently, the pacing was off. I was freaking wrapped up, but I actually like watching shows like that. I just saw The Imitation Game.
Well, I know, but you're from our generation, and that's the thing is I think they're making these Star Wars or these new movies from the new generation of people that grew up with cell phones
Okay.
and
Well, yeah, I see that.
more instant gratification type of
But
stuff.
I also feel like you
Okay.
have to kind of make a point to push yourself into liking those kinds of movies. Like Trumbo was great for me because I like the actor. I see a lot of movies based on the actor or actress.
Bryan Cranston, I will watch this.
Yes, he does a great job. Louis C.K.'s in it too. He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Louis C.K.'s great at everything.
He's an well. I
John
mean,
Goodman's in here.
he's an
Oh,
okay
I love
actor.
John Goodman.
Yeah, John Goodman's in it.
He's from my favorite movie of all time.
What?
Well, besides
Big
Empire
Lebowski?
Strikes Back.
Lebowski?
Big Lebowski. I love the Big Lebowski. But I guess Empire Strikes Back is my favorite movie of all time. So
Do we
when you
want
say that
to
you don't like it, it
get
kinda
back
kills
to
me.
video
I
games?
didn't say I didn't like it. But anyway, back to video
Yeah.
games because it's the itch, not the movie itch.
Maybe
Wow,
it's
I mean,
some.
Star Wars is kind of
Maybe
nerdy,
it's
though.
well, yeah. Star Wars,
Nerd
we're fine,
culture.
but we're getting way off topic.
Well, yeah, you guys started talking about a bunch of crap. I was talking about my Star Wars
He
adventure.
said your opinions were crap.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Saying crazy things like, the original trilogy's not very good. Fuck off.
I enjoyed them. I do. It's just like going back and watching them now.
I
and,
think
and
there's
and
been nostalgia
expecting
glasses
current-
on. Yo, what's
current
up, Eternal
generation
Chaos?
kids to love those movies. It's not gonna happen.
Well, that's my kind of my side
Check
point
your
on this
privilege.
is that assuming that this movie, the new Star Wars, is what the kids want to see, it's not very good in comparison to the old stuff. Like it's not the same movie.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, you say that, but like with anything media related, everything evolves.
Yeah.
Games and all that stuff evolve.
Poorly.
So here's the thing: it's difficult to tap into both audiences when you're trying to do something different. That was that thing we talked about.
Well,
the 80-20
what's
rule.
ironic about is that they didn't do something different. And once you see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Well, I'm
But I'm
probably
not. That's all I'll say about it.
I'm
I
probably gonna
guess.
see it when Troy comes down.
What's up, Eternal Chaos?
I'm waiting for Troy.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna.
Stop fighting the truth, Daniel. Don't. You're like the biggest flip flopper in the world. First, I'm the greatest. Then,
That's what Canadians are.
whoa.
Didn't you ever see him in World War II?
You see that, Daniel? You're supporting this guy right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Out of here with that. a guy that almost had tacos from Jack in the Box.
Yeah. What?
He's
Tofu?
PC, bro?
Hispanic.
You PC?
It's tofu.
It's tofu.
Better check your
What are you talking
privilege.
about? It's tofu.
Their meat.
Their meat is tofu.
Yeah. And the tacos.
Delicious.
From Jack in the Box, yeah.
It's greasy ass tofu.
Greasy ass tofu. You know, I would be disgusted, but I've been having tofu miso soup, a lot lately.
Yeah, tofu's fine.
It's fucking delish.
It's like a good meat substitute. Doesn't really replace it, but
But it's a
it's
substitute.
a substitute. You can trick your body into thinking that you're eating like a man.
Yes, you like this. Okay, so back to news. Let's talk about Destiny.
Okay. So Destiny this week, okay, you guys gotta keep my date straight. Destiny at some point recently.
That was on Tuesday.
Get it right. Yes,
Destiny at some point this week started offering level 25 characters. Mind you, the max is level 40 right now, with light level hitting 320, I think is the max.
Yeah.
Uh,
So what would your light level be at 25?
at 25, your light will be like 160.
Yeah. So essentially half.
Yeah. I want to say it's around 160, 120 to 160, somewhere around there. But so you can pay Bungie $30
Because
get-
the two are mutually exclusive.
to get $30. You can get a level 25 with one max subclass.
What's a subclass?
$30. Subclass is you have your Titan, Warlock, Hunter as your main classes. Subclasses, they each have 3 elemental classes covering all elements of the game. And they can range, and they all do different things. They have different superpowers and stuff. But really, it comes down to, are you willing to pay $30 to skip about 8 hours, 10 hours of content? Probably for new players. It's not even new players. Okay, so if you purchased the Taken King right now for $60, I think you actually can find it on sale right now for like 30. You can pick up the Taken King
So
with all
Christmas
the
time.
year 1 stuff. And you get a level 25 character out of that. So for new players, you don't really need to consider this part of it at all.
It's
because-
maybe for someone who's like, hey, I've got a hunter, but I want a Titan.
Yeah, it's for the people who want to switch classes and they don't want to spend. Probably for them, it'd be like 8 hours. I want to say 10 hours. I mean, right now at this point, I can go from 1 to 40 in 6 hours. So I can go from 1 to max level in 6 hours.
And beat Fallout in an hour.
Yeah, that's another. Yeah, but right now, I mean, Activision has done this before.
Yeah.
They've done this with World of Warcraft, where you can purchase a level 90 character when the max is level 100.
Mhm.
And we were kind of talking about it before that the difference is that to level from 1 to 90 in an MMORPG, it's 110 hours they've calculated it out to be to go from 1 to 90. In Destiny, you're paying to only skip like 10 hours of gameplay. So it doesn't really do all that much for you, but it's $30. I mean, the game itself is $30 right now.
It's pretty expensive considering.
Yeah, it is very expensive, and then your reward is you get a level 25, max is level 40. So
And you have one subclass maxed out.
you have one subclass maxed out, which that is very nice, but it's also not necessary because like halfway through leveling your subclass, you have everything you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't, from playing Destiny with how short the game is to level, like leveling's not the prime thing in this game.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't take that much effort. World of Warcraft, I completely understand them offering that character
It's a
boost.
pretty
because
big
it's-
fucking world. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 110 hours to get up to current content.
Yeah.
Destiny, you just have to get to like level 20 and you can start new content.
And honestly, like when I started playing Destiny again, I ran Crucible a lot. So I like PvP. I was leveling up pretty quick.
Yeah, it's
Over
almost
Crucible.
a level a match.
Yeah, it was pretty much cake. And I had the Red Bull things too.
Yeah.
So I finally figured out how to work them.
Even that, like, those were a pain in the ass to get to work.
Somebody said that. That was rude.
I actually,
That was rude.
if either of you guys want to jump back into Destiny, I have like 12 of them.
No.
I was
I
actually
think-
thinking about it.
He said that last week. I don't know if
Yeah,
you saw it.
he texted me about it. I am texting.
I
about it.
talked to you about it in person.
Oh, text, huh?
Is it in
That's what
person?
we're doing?
Yeah.
Huh?
As I was walking
Look
to,
at me.
to your car. Hey,
Whichever.
just get out of the way right now. Yeah, I texted you as I was walking you to your car.
Okay.
And that you don't remember that hurts me inside.
Daniel
Okay.
says, so Destiny is targeting people who can't do math.
I assume people that were playing Destiny couldn't do math.
Wow. He's right here.
Just
Yeah.
FYI, I just want to say real quick that my hair looks way better than it ever has on the stream. So you're welcome, everybody at
Can
home.
you switch that?
Uh,
on to something?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I got distracted by our conversation. So,
Just gonna
oh, it's just Daniel. You can still get it on Amazon, I think, for $30 if you want to pick it up. It's honestly, I will. When I did my review of Destiny, I will say $30 is worth that game.
By the way, that was a review that he would not let me post.
Oh, you didn't post it?
No.
Oh, well, never mind.
Oh.
Eric was like, "Don't post it. I want to redo it."
And then we never did.
and then never
yeah.
redid
So Destiny.
it. Here's the review.
Here,
But yeah,
here's the view.
I definitely recommend Destiny at $30.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
If you're not in it right now, $30 is well worth the experience that it provides.
No doubt.
I will say, as far as gun handling goes, I think every game needs to match what they do with the controls. For every shooter needs to match what Destiny does. The way the gun, like when you're holding the controller, and I've played it on PS4. I don't know about Xbox. But the actual, like when you shoot guns, the recoil and the vibration from the controller, it actually feels different depending on which guns you're using, to the point where you feel like, oh, I'm shooting a full automatic rifle right now. Oh, I'm shooting a sniper rifle right now. Like you can tell based on how the controller vibrates. They did a fantastic job with the recoil, with the sights and stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean they did a fantastic job with
As
actually
far
the
as being a
mechanics and
shooter, yeah, as the mechanics
solid.
and stuff. The story. I actually have a friend. I was kind of laughing at this because he just picked up the game. Also, he's probably been playing it for like 2 weeks now, and he was telling me, he's like, dude, I'm playing through all this stuff, and he was talking about the Dreadnought and this or that and the other. He's like, I'm like level 35 or something, and I'm like, wow, shit, cool, man, you almost there, you're almost done. And he's not really, he hasn't figured out how to do dungeons, how to do the Vanguard playlist.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't done a single dungeon. He's been just doing story, and that's all he's been doing. And he hit like level 35. And he was telling me, he's like, dude, I'm struggling with this one boss. And I'm like, well, what boss is that? And he's like, it's the one where the statues come alive, and you have to kill 3 of them. I can get to the 3rd one, but I always die.
Which is the normal.
It's the Destiny 1
Yeah.
final boss.
Which isn't even a fucking boss.
Yeah.
It's just
It's the final
mobs.
fight. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's just
let's
Daniel
call it
asked, is it a game that you want digital?
that. I would
say yes.
I would say so. Yeah, I purchased it digitally. I'm just trying to think of.
Because like when it upgrades, you'd just be easier. It seems like just to click the upgrade button and then take it
Yeah,
from there.
because there will be. I don't know if Destiny 2 is actually going to be an upgrade though. I think it's actually going to be its own game.
It'll
But you
probably
get to carry
save
over
some.
your character?
It'll probably save
You will
something
carry over
over.
your character. Everything carries over, but I don't know if it's going to be like you purchase the game and then it's going to be like, hey, do you want to upgrade this to Destiny 2? And then it replaces the file, so it'll be only one launch button.
Do you want
I'm not
Gallahorn
sure.
3.0?
Master Swag, no, this is not Skyrim. But if you have a Skyrim question, you can ask us.
You
I'm
ask
sure we can
YouTube.
field it.
I
Yeah.
can't fucking.
But yeah,
I
so
can answer any Skyrim question.
my buddy,
Been everywhere.
when my buddy picked up Destiny, though, I went over to his house to help him out with that one fight to see where he was at.
Yeah.
I am very surprised at how much he didn't know about the game. And it makes me kind of look at Bungie and just kind of like, you have someone playing your game actively to get to level 35. He didn't know that there was a bank where you can deposit weapons. He thought you only had the 9 slots. Because I realized there was no tutorial that ever told you what the bank was. You had to run around and just poke buttons to find it.
I don't know if I blame Destiny for that. I was fine. You were fine. We know the deal.
Right, because I saw people standing in front of it. But for someone coming in now,
Why couldn't he pay attention to people standing in front of it? People always stand in front of it.
right. But
Is that how you play an online game, Justin? Or you see everybody crowd around, so
No,
you mean you're
how-
like
how-
waiting your way through the crowd? Like, what's the hubbub?
No,
What's going on
How
over
I
here?
play an online game is I just pay attention to what's going on around me. I'm just
Right.
like, okay, you know what's going on here.
But
Not everybody does
he's
that, though.
used to playing single player games. He's never played any kind of MMO or anything like that. So I will say that, you know, the fetch quest, not fetch quest, but the exploration quest, like when you come to the tower the first time and they show you around, they show you everything except for the vault and one other thing. I don't remember what it was.
Hey, Deadeye Dick, Sean, could you answer that question, Master Swag? Read that, please. Thank you.
Lore-wise, in theory, with the dragon.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was Destiny. It was a bunch of Full Metal Jacket style. So
Eric would be a poor drill instructor because he can't cuss right now.
Yep.
You're like, damn hot
I'm
sauce.
gonna have so many kids. Yeah, I'll be chugging hot sauce all day long.
You have to be creative to be a drill instructor, because you have to find new ways to insult people every time.
I don't like insulting people all that much.
It's fun.
I pretty much expend all of my insulting skills and energy on YouTube. That's pretty much
YouTube?
all-
I thought I was a nice.
YouTube.
Well, they're a bad.
Oh,
band.
YouTube?
They're a bad
you
band.
and you.
Oh, us too?
Yeah.
Oh, you
No,
don't even.
you two.
It
The
makes
band.
it makes me happy that you say that because you don't insult me very often. So thank you.
I
You must.
spend-
You must do it to Justin.
But he's the one that told you to fuck off. So I mean, there's clearly some
Yeah, I don't
different
insult him.
balance
I
here.
refuse to go out in public with him. And his hair.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I wouldn't either.
But yeah, I mean,
I'm beautiful.
Destiny, I will say, pick it up $30. If it goes any higher than that, if it hits 40, I don't recommend picking it up if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Thinking about it. Trying to
Yeah.
get through some games though.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot my point. The vault thing, them not explaining it. They have you run around the entire tower to explore everything, but they never tell you to go to the vault. and
Here's an
check it
easy
out.
way to get people to understand that. Give them experience points and make it a quest.
Well, there is a quest in the game that tells you to go to every vendor in the tower.
No. I
You
mean,
get a weapon from.
I mean,
them?
like with the vault thing, it should be like, hey, could you put this in your bank account, please? Go to the vault. It's right there.
Mhm.
You can store all your stuff in there. Just put this in there for me, and then they'll just do it.
so I can pull.
Well,
Boom.
that's what the quest does. The quest tells you to go talk to the person. Like, hey, go talk to this guy. He's the weaponsmith.
even talk to
You go
the mail
talk to
person.
him, and it opens up his inventory, and you can see all the stuff he sells. So it at least puts you in front of him.
Yeah.
And then you're talking to him, so you see his inventory and what he can do for you. The vault, you would just have to say, hey, they would just put like a quest action point on the vault itself. You walk over, talk to the vault, and then it tells you. Then you can see here it says in the corner bank or deposit item or something. That at least that minimum would be enough to give a player the idea of what's going on.
God, that was scary. Okay. So someone's at the door. Minus that. You know, there's one thing I did. He's such a nice guy.
We have enough gerbils.
No, thank you. Please shut the fuck up. That's what he actually said.
I'm trying to install solar panels on my roof.
Well, they actually force people in Vegas.
Do they?
Yeah, a friend of mine is staying in another friend's house, and he actually had to, overwatch them or oversee them doing it and stuff like that, making sure they weren't breaking anything. It's weird. Hey, man, that clean energy, right? Anyway,
Pay me to do it. I'll do it.
you know, one thing I did notice while playing Tomb Raider, and I guess it's like a complaint or whatever, but games do it all over the place, is they do the thing. They do this thing where it's guidance. They're directing you in a certain area, but they're not telling you that you're going in that area.
Okay.
So
That's game design 101. But
yeah,
keep
it's game
going.
design 101. But for me, I picked up on it in Destiny about the vaults. They're large pillars, so I wanted to know what they were about. So I was like, okay,
Yeah, when you walk by, there's an action button, and if you're paying attention enough, then you can be like, "Oh, I got to click on this."
yeah. But in some games, it's clearly harder. If you play, if you're playing, what's that game called? Bloodborne. Your context clue might just be like, oh, hey, there's a walkway in the darkness that you're like, oh, I better go there, but it's fucking shrouded in darkness. But you have to go there, Meanwhile, in something like Uncharted, it's like, hey, it's well lit, or when you jump, the camera already positions. Like, you move the camera entirely, but it's already positioned to go to the next area.
Yeah.
So, stuff like that. I picked up on that with Destiny. I don't know. To me, I just feel like that was a user problem more so than the developer. I think they did fine with the place, but hey, different strokes.
Yeah, all I can say is I definitely think that they could do a little bit more with it, but it's I wouldn't say it's bad, but I was just kind of amazed at like all the things when I went over to see what he was doing with the game. It was amazing to me all the things he didn't know, like the shield thing. You shoot them with red weapons if they have a red shield.
Yeah, when
He
I was
thought it would be a rock paper scissors thing where blue kills red, and then red kills purple, and then purple kills blue. Like he thought it would be like a rock paper scissors thing, and I explained it. I was like, no, same color, same color.
Same color, yeah.
And he was like, oh, and then he's like,
That's
this
easy.
is easy. This made the game so much easier. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that was like when I was fighting the witches. When I hit level 20 the first time, playing through, and I was doing I forgot which one it was. It was the mission with the witches and the big guy in the middle who was wrapped up on the chains.
Fogoth?
Yeah, sure. And he shoots the beam out of his head. And
You walk in, it's a strike, right? He's all wrapped up. Yeah. I showed him that one because he hadn't played a strike before. I'm like, you have to do this one first.
yeah.
I thought that was the coolest one.
Yeah, going into there, I didn't know about that because I always thought witches were just like the biggest like bullet soakers. I was like, fuck these guys. And no, you have to pay attention to which aura they have. So certain things, I think that specifically was a good example because you don't fight too many guys with the shields until much later, to where it's like a problem, to where you're like, shit, I do need to have an arc weapon or a void weapon. That stuff doesn't become a problem until like you're actually running strikes on these harder difficulties.
Do you want to see something that kind of pissed me off?
What?
Here you go. So
What's wrong?
here's some corporate buyout. You ready for this? Just Cause 3.
Okay.
Do you know what IGN gave it as a score?
7.8.
No.
10,
No.
2.
5.9.
Whoa, that's fucked up. Is it that bad?
No. Like
What the
Eric,
shit?
you saw me play that for like a given amount of time. It's good looking. It plays fine. Like
You
Right.
had fun, right? Like it's one of those
Had a
games
ton
that
of
you could be
fun.
like, hey, I want to blow up shit.
I'm not gonna claim it's the best-
Liberate shit.
I'm not gonna claim it's the best game in the world. I think Tomb Raider was better, just as a cohesive unit. But I mean, it was a solid game.
7. You'd give it a 7, solid 7.
Sure.
We don't
solid 7.
score here.
If I were
Yeah.
to score it,
We
I'd
don't
give it a
score
solid
here.
7.
But we're talking about the score
but-
from them. Like,
so IGN gave it a
it's
5
an
point
average.
which in general world I would be okay with that. Okay, that's your opinion. That's technically, now that I know personally though that IGN always gives like a 7 or 8.
Okay.
That makes me think they're calling it a bad game, right? Is
Right.
that under assumption? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So did that. Okay.
Well, that would
Here's-
round up to a 6, and that's a D. It's failing.
Here's a reference. Here's an interesting reference number for you. I looked up the review, and I think their biggest complaint of it was that it was a little bit stale at times, and that it was buggy.
Okay. You did mention it was buggy.
Okay.
Stale, debatable.
Yeah, stale. It can be, sure.
Yeah.
What do you think they gave Assassin's Creed Unity?
Oh, is that the score I saw?
That's the score you saw.
Man, I would say if they gave Assassin's Creed Unity anything, it'd probably be an 8.
They gave it a 7.8.
Okay.
So stale. Let's address that. This is Assassin's Creed.
This is Assassin's Creed. But you haven't played Assassin's Creed. And
No.
you have played what's called?
No, but is Assassin's Creed
Syndicate wasn't stale. Unity is stale.
right? That's what I'm saying. Unity looked like all the other Assassin's Creed. The Syndicate was different, but Unity was that.
Syndicate was the one that.
And
yeah,
now the
okay.
other complaint,
What?
buggy.
Yeah, that's
In
the part that
Syndicate?
I was
Oh, it was
waiting
the
for you to
same
get
exact
to.
things.
Yes.
Okay, all right, that's a good point. I thought you're saying like
Oops.
because I
So-
didn't run into too
So
many bugs.
if we're
but
looking at that, so let me think of that. Which game is buggier?
where did this come
Just
from, by the
Cause
way?
3 or Assassin's Creed Unity? Which one kind of made a big splash about being super buggy? I can't remember which one it was.
Unity.
Unity.
Without
yeah,
a doubt.
Unity, you were literally falling through the world.
I fell through the world within like
Faces
2
were
hours.
disappearing.
I wish I could have seen that one in real time.
Yeah. It
what
was
else?
a nightmare.
Scripted events wouldn't happen. It was like
Right.
Fallout, but on steroids. Scripted events wouldn't happen. Pursue this guy. He's like talking as pedestrian for 30 minutes.
Now, here are the bugs on Just Cause 3.
Okay.
It slowed down occasionally.
All right. That's what they said.
20 FPS. Okay. Sucks a little bit.
Okay.
Doesn't break the game. I mean, all you're doing is blowing shit up.
All right.
And the other thing is sometimes it would, what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Crash.
Okay.
But it autosaves.
Oh, it saves.
Even your position is autosaved, so you can just restart the game and start up again at the same spot.
Assassin's Creed saves in clusters, so they'll save you like when you complete an objective. So if you're
Yeah.
getting ready to do that objective and it closes, you're fucked. You got to redo that part.
So there's like basically a 2-point difference in these games.
Where did this
And I
come
think
from?
that was IGN. I just
No.
looked up their 2 reviews. For
No, you and this vendetta.
Because I saw that review of Just Cause 3, and I was like, wow, that's uncharacteristically low for a review for these people.
Now, were you talking about Syndicate or were you talking about Unity?
Unity.
That got the 7.8.
Unity.
Okay.
I was
Wasn't
just
Syndicate.
looking up the comparison.
Okay.
I
And it
pulled up
just
both.
it boggles my mind that
Didn't I give it a bad review too? Didn't I say it was crap?
yeah, you said it wasn't
Just,
very good.
wait, Just Cause or Assassin's Creed?
No, I
Assassin's
didn't-
Creed Unity.
Unity, yeah, I remember. That was
Yeah.
The Creed.
the Creed one, yeah. That was Live and Die by the Creed.
Which, by the way, have you
I
guys
need
seen
to
that
see
movie?
that movie.
It was a very good movie.
We were supposed to watch it last night, but it didn't load.
Oh, it sucks. You need to see
Yeah.
it.
So it just enrages me that would even happen, that they would just be like that. It's so bizarre. Like, it's just clear to me that somebody paid some money and somebody didn't.
Well,
Or somebody did something and somebody didn't.
You know, I honestly think it's part of the hype that follows it. I was on Forbes yesterday, right? Like, you know, I needed to throw up, so I went to Forbes.
Just
And-
Cause 3 on the PC got an 8.
Well, yeah, which is where the game probably should have been. I don't understand. I just don't understand. the outrage.
And mind you, this is IGN, and we're kind of poking fun at IGN's rating system.
Yeah.
And that's why we don't rate games based off numbers, because it's
Arbitrary.
it's arbitrary, and then you kind of like start looking kind of like, oh, it's just Daniel just said, talking about how a franchise is graded along, like it has name recognition, brand recognition.
Look up Dark Souls 1 and 2.
Okay.
Because here's my
Open up
example.
Another window.
I was on Forbes, right? And then I was looking at the Bloodborne DLC review from
Yeah.
Forbes. Now, I just want to state this. The DLC is great.
Demon Souls.
Do Dark Souls. Well,
Dark
actually,
Souls.
no. Do Demon Souls. It's the first in the franchise. I want to see what it got. What's our rating? 9.4. Okay.
It's really good.
It's a pretty good game. It's not the best Souls game, but it's a pretty good game. Now, Dark Souls gets a okay, there we got the problem. Dark Souls, the superior game, gets a 9. Whatever. Fuck off. Anyway,
Either way, it's still a high score.
it's still a high score, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm not really. I never really look at the point parts, like 0.1, 0.2. I just look at the single digits.
You
I
got
love
me
the
thinking now.
decimals. The
Now-
decimals are just hilarious.
Yeah. 8.75 on
Yeah.
Game Informer. They have
Did this
like
game
7
just
fives.
crash? That's 0.2 points off.
God damn it.
They got some weird scaling.
You know, I'm
system.
trying to help you. Everyone starts off at a 10. You know, like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And they got that some weird scaling system that they're using.
There's no
I
Demon Souls
just
2.
imagine that
It's
they're.
Dark Souls 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just imagine that the boss is coming in. He's like knocking on the door. He's like, "I noticed you gave that game an 8.3. Did you realize that
Another
it had
9.
some slowdown in it? That's a
Bloodborne?
that's a minus 0.1.
Yeah.
This is very very peculiar.
It's very weird. So I was looking at Bloodborne on Forbes, and the thing that they talked about on it was that it was, what was that? A bird?
Somebody at the door.
I think we heard the door and a dog bark at the same time.
Yeah. Keep going.
The thing of interest was the reviewer was already essentially intoxicated with the game. He was talking as if he was playing the game, which is weird to me. He's like, "Oh, hunters, you're gonna love this game," you know, like because you play as hunters. And he's like, "You're gonna take a trip and dive into the blood-addled, you know, blah blah blah." And I'm just like, "You know."
I was gonna go over.
And it's kind of, to me, yeah, you know, Daniel's right, is they're basing it based off of its previous iteration. Even though Bloodborne and Dark Souls 2 are made by they're made by the same company, made by 2 different creative directors.
The creative director for Bloodborne was the guy from Dark Souls 1, right?
Dark Souls 1 and in Demon Souls. Miyazaki fucking something. But anyway,
These Japanese names keep getting weirder. and
these
weirder.
Japanese names, man,
Miyazaki fucking something.
fucking something.
I've been to that. I did my nails there once.
But that's the thing, is that people look at the past one and they go, all right, this one should be good too. It's kind of bad when you look at it, because Just Cause this is its third Just Cause. It's
Yeah.
the same concept. It's not going to get deep suddenly. It's not going to have this
Right, right.
narrative that's going to get you going. And guess what? It's an open world game, so yeah, there's going to be bugs. Where's the
Yeah,
how is it stale?
Fallout 4, great game. Had a couple bugs.
Here, it got a 9.5,
yeah.
but it's buggy as shit.
I don't know.
I wouldn't call it stale, but buggy as fuck.
Yeah. I don't know. It just kind of outrages me
You're
that
gonna beat that.
Dude, I'm trying.
because
I turned it on this
unfortunately,
week.
the only reason it really matters is that people do use this information, and people and the publishers use that information.
Publishers,
And
developers,
they give
especially
them
the publishers.
bonuses and all that kind of stuff based on this stuff. And when they do that shit, it pisses me off because
Because
you
it
know,
goes into your
Just
Metacritic
Cause was
score.
a good game.
Yeah.
It was a really good game, and to see that their work is going so unrecognized is
And
shameful.
It's like an inside joke that everyone missed. It's called Just Cause because it's supposed to cater to that kind of
Yeah.
humor or of fun.
Oh, that's
3.5?
expected. Come on,
That's
Tony Hawk
expected.
Pro Skater 5 got a 3.5.
that's too high. That's too high for that game.
Yeah. It's just Daniel says in the chat that in the end, reviews are highly subjective. If both Justin and Spencer reviewed Metal Gear Solid 5, which I'm pretty sure you guys did,
No, I only did, but Daniel's
both
talked to
played
me
it, right?
on PlayStation about it.
they would grade it very differently, and they could both be right. Quotes.
I think if you got my review on it, it would be a very fair review.
Mine was.
I think you'd be
I
surprised.
wasn't fair.
I think you'd be surprised to hear my review.
I
on it.
wasn't fair. You need to beat the game first,
I-
then you can review it.
I think it
I
comes.
won't. I
like,
keep telling you, man.
definitely agree. Oh, it's just Daniel. It comes down to the different backgrounds. Like, what are you playing the game for? Like, are you playing it for the story? Are you
I
playing
think we
it
have the same
for
background for
the sneaking? Are you
think
playing it for the
know what?
the
Fine.
combat
I want to
system?
be with you anyway.
It definitely switches how you review a game.
Well, you don't exist. What's up? Tell me more. What? You don't
So-
exist.
Look
It
at me.
changes
No.
how you
I can't look you in the
review
eye.
a game depending on what's going on. So like
Stop
that's
it.
why we primarily don't have Spencer do shooters.
Yeah.
Because he's horrible at them, one, and two, he doesn't enjoy them as much as other games.
What's up, Alacan C?
That's why Spencer usually does the turn-based RPGs and all those Japanese games.
That's why they keep having me review Othello.
He's gonna love it.
Yeah. Connect 4, Spencer, take it away.
Take it away, buddy. So I got the family-friendly game,
Yeah.
the new Zelda
This is a little less edgy.
on 3DS.
Alec
chibi.
C, what's up? Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
But I think what I try to do, and this is just me, I'm not talking for everybody, but what I try to do is kind of take my personal preferences out of the review, and I let that kind of flavor the review, but I'm not going to push
not a
that
deciding
opinion
factor.
on people. So with Metal Gear Solid, it would be tricky, but I would say I don't personally like it, but I can't knock the game because it has great gameplay, and it has a story that somebody could like. It's not a story I could like,
Yeah.
but I think I would be very fair with that game.
And that's like for Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty and those franchises that as soon as you hear the brand name, some people will be like, no, screw that game. I'm
Yeah.
not even going to give it a shot. Well, no, it's still a game. It still has mechanics to it. It still has stuff going on. They definitely are changing things as the franchise continues.
Yeah, I mean, people
So
are
at
working on
some
it.
point, are they going to make it a game you like? And if they would have called it Joe Blow 25,
Yeah.
would you have loved
Good
that
title.
game?
Right. Yeah, I think us ignoring that, people are working on these games, they're coming out every year, we get a little bit jaded. But we need to realize that people have an opportunity to change. Games change. Call of Duty wasn't always a huge game.
No.
When they made a certain change to it and made it a little bit more of a competitive shooter when Halo was coming out and everything.
Medal of Honor was always a huge game.
Right. So these games
Warframe.
they adapt and they switch and they change themselves to try to sell copies. And if somebody did it right, then good for them, man. Demon Souls. Miyazaki made games before Demon Souls. Not really so successful.
Yeah, he worked
But
on.
Then
King's Field.
whatever he did with Demon Souls, he's like, hey, let's just tweak it like this. Let's make it like that. Let's put it out, see what happens. Boom. It's the newest thing. Like
I don't
everybody
agree
wants
with
it.
that.
So
With
I
what?
mean, we gotta give everybody. If somebody's
fair
gonna release
shake.
something, we gotta give them a chance. What's that?
Yeah, give them all a fair shake.
Well, see, that's kind of what we talked about outside, and I'm glad you brought up Destiny because it reminded me. I was about to lose my thought. I have a policy. I know your policy is you'll get DLC if you like it. I'll get I'll give everyone a fair shake for DLC. Like I bought Van Helsing's fucking DLC. I mean, shit. If I have the money and I'm like, hey, I'll put the time into it, I'll give you a shot. But if your DLC fucking sucks,
Yeah, DLC for me, I don't want to purchase your DLC.
Yeah,
You guys remember how much I love Dragon Ball Xenoverse?
Yeah.
How
remember how much you loved or love.
loved. I kind of got burnt out on it, but it still was a great game. It was a lot of fun. But they started offering DLC for it.
What's up,
kind of
Jimmy
DLC?
Splain?
We'll get a
And-
DLC.
I refused to purchase the DLC. It was a couple story missions and a couple characters and costumes and stuff. But
Super Saiyan God, like freaking.
yeah, the Super
Vegeta
Saiyan
or
God stuff.
something.
There was different like what's his name? Bardock. There was a Bardock scene where you got Bardock as a character and you had to fight like all the other Super Saiyans because he was time traveling.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah, and there was just a bunch of story stuff.
Sorry, Sean.
Yeah. So when it comes to DLC, I if someone comes out with DLC, I will not purchase it until if
They've
I'm
earned
playing,
it.
huh?
Until they've earned it.
Until they've earned it. So if I'm like Destiny for me, I've put in so many days into that game playing with my friends that when they go to do something, I can't join them because I don't have it. Well, if I'm enjoying the game and I'm playing it actively for, I want to say I've played that game like for gameplay hours. I think I'm at like 7 days or something like that.
On what?
Destiny.
Oh, good.
I think I'm at like 7 days gameplay on that. So to me, that they've earned it. I've put the time into it.
That is your Fallout.
I need some freshness to it. Well, mind you,
wait.
that's over the last.
Speaking of,
almost
does
2
Fallout
years.
4 have any DLC?
Not yet. It's planned. So technically,
Is it
it's
mods or
excluded.
DLC?
No, DLC. They always do DLC.
I would.
Okay.
I would say Bethesda has a good grasp on that because
Skyrim has had
of the amount of
DLC.
modding they allow. You almost don't need DLC.
That is
So I would
Well-
give Bethesda a bunch of credit on that.
Yeah.
He's saying he can't think of a game that has Until Dawn. Okay.
Technically, Halo doesn't have DLC.
I think Until Dawn, the whole game is DLC. You just bought a coaster.
Well, that's actually something
It's
we also
fucked
didn't
up.
talk about. Destiny is going away from DLC. They're going to microtransactions.
They did horse armor, which is but they also have a huge modding community. So
Yeah.
Do you want the horse armor or do you want?
you can just
fucking-
mod the horse armor.
Mod the
So-
horse armor.
For the people that don't know, Destiny's switching over to a microtransaction situation where they have their entire development team is working on Destiny 2, the next big title for
The
it.
takingest king. Yeah.
So, no, yeah, the next Destiny. And then they have a live team that creates live events that happen in the game, but that live team is funded by the microtransactions. So the profit that Bungie makes off of the sparrows, the dance moves and emotes and all that stuff you can buy, the cosmetic stuff in Destiny, that stuff goes to the live team who'll create events that only are available for a week or 2 weeks out of a month, and they happen every so often. So they're getting away from DLC. They haven't released any DLC for the Taken King, and they're not supposed to, from the last article I read from Bungie. So that, I mean, Destiny Taken King, you can say didn't have DLC. They had microtransactions.
Yeah, I think
But it's a hard sell,
I
I'm
think
going to
it's the
tell you
same thing
that.
at that point.
Yeah, I actually don't like the fact that they're so transparent in that regard, because then it's like to me it comes off as they're trying to incentivize you to, hey, you want more content, you better buy our shit, you know.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I don't want to know where the money gets put. I just want to know if you're still supporting the
You know,
fucking
actually,
king.
they did, talking about that, like, they actually statistically found out that if taxpayers know where their tax money is going,
Yeah.
they're more apt to actually paying their taxes. But if they believe that the government is just taking their money to take it, they hate paying taxes.
Well, no one wants to be taken for granted.
Yeah.
I guess
Except the
that makes sense.
Kings. Taken King.
Oh God. Oh you. Oh you.
It's clever.
What,
So
you have
funny, interesting stuff on my end. I've never been a competitive fighting person, right?
Okay.
Like, I don't play fighting games. You know that.
We played last week.
Yeah, I beat your ass.
No, we
But
played together, dick.
What I think is fun,
shit.
What I think is funny is that as of late, I had that video a while ago of me beating you at Smash Bros. And then I had a video of me beating Sean at Smash Bros. In the 64 version.
How convenient you don't have the videos of me beating you. Anyway,
Yep.
keep going. Go
Don't
on.
have it.
Go on.
So what I'm getting lately is a lot of people challenging me. They're throwing the gauntlet down.
Who challenged you?
Eternal Chaos did,
Did you guys play? I beat Eternal Chaos.
but I'm doing it on the 64.
Oh, there.
So he challenged me to a game of Smash Bros on the 64. Even this morning, he showed me. Dead-Eye Dick, there are no videos of your wins. I'm sorry. That's Sean, by the way. Because they didn't happen.
Fucking.
You never beat me, Sean.
This dude is
Actually,
just.
I think I do have that on my phone.
Give me your phone. I want to see it.
He don't want to see it. He wants to delete it.
Yeah, he wants to delete it.
So I'm technically undefeated right now. And then if Roosevelt wants to come and play me, that's his prerogative too. We'll get that set up, and I'll videotape that as
Yeah,
well.
there needs to be a contract, 2 out of 3 signature with
No.
blood.
The only reason I even gave Sean 2 chances was because
You guys played three.
no, we only
three
played,
full matches.
We only played 2 games.
I
And
have
the-
a recording of the third.
And
one.
the only reason that we played those
Put that shit up.
those 2 games is because, quite frankly, I was bored, and we were done with the show anyway, so I could. Just
Oh, was
move
that
on.
when you were trying to show me how to play Captain Falcon and you kept running into his tilt A and you just kept taking it? That sounds about right.
I don't.
I
Recall.
don't think you won a single match with Captain Falcon either.
I don't recall.
Yeah.
All I recall.
Again, beat that bad.
All I
Amnesia's
recall,
a big
and
thing with this
all
guy.
I recall, and you can see it on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/theitchnetwork. You can see a game that I played, and I won both of them. I played as Ness first, and I played as Pikachu the next time.
Well, Spencer, our fans aren't that dumb. They know not everything recorded is the truth, and there's
Yeah.
clearly more.
Yeah, I have recording. Of
Oh, yeah, did you get Cloud?
So
Nice.
this was actually a step up for Spencer. I will say his competitive nature is improving because he only gave you 1 shot, 1 match, one was that? It was
What?
1 full match. So you
It was
guys
a
played
beatdown.
3
no,
stock,
No, it was 1 match.
1 match, but you guys played 3 stock, 1 match. He actually gave Sean best 2 out of 3 matches.
Yeah. No, it's because I'm black.
It is.
Oh.
Actually.
You didn't know that?
It is.
But I mean, I'm just saying, Spencer's evolving. He's learning. He did 2 out of 3.
Right?
He
better,
did beat
better
Sean.
appreciate these white people.
Yeah.
Keep these white folk around.
Yeah.
He
Put
did
on my
beat
sweater
Sean
vest. And I
twice.
was like, it's
And-
time for a fair match.
Sean did beat him 1 match.
Box
I don't
of
recall
wine.
that.
So 2 out of 3.
Box of wine.
I don't
Puts me
recall
right
it.
up.
You win the series. So you
But
won.
Did I? Hold on though. Regardless of that, who won the first 2 games?
But we had to go to a third because
No,
you,
we didn't. Watch it again.
Yeah, we did.
No. You were there, Dustin, weren't you?
Dude,
Did
I
he
don't-
ever beat
I
me
don't fucking
on the
remember.
first 2 games? No, he didn't.
I do actually. Add me
What's
on
the
Facebook
question?
and
You gotta
I'll
ask
tell
the
you.
question.
General Chaos asks, "Yo, JD."
Who's JD?
It's the kid right here.
Oh, the
It's
guy
your
that
boy
lost?
right here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shut the fuck
It's like
up.
you're like a Harry Potter character,
God,
the boy who lost.
Spencer, sometimes,
The little
sometime-
boy.
One of
The
these
little
days,
boy who lost.
one of these days, you're gonna wake up and be standing over you at the fucking bar, just ready to go to town.
The little
Do you know
boy.
any fighting game communities in Arizona? Yes, I
The
do.
little boy who lost.
Add me on Facebook. I'll show you which ones. Little boy, let's stand up real
Little
quick.
boy.
Let's stand up real quick. Who'd you cosplay as again?
A couple little boys.
A couple little boys.
It was
There
Ness,
you go.
And then the boy from Lucas. Whatever.
Lucas.
The boy from Professor Layton.
Lucas
Yeah.